Hello and welcome back to Learn Together. And today we're going to learn how to manipulate our CSV data into a line chart. The CSV data is the data that we've handled on our previous video. If you don't remember or didn't saw the previous video, please go and watch that. Our CSV data at the moment contains two columns with date and price, as you can see, and we've been able to manipulate it in our page uh, to be shown from two strings to an object with date format that we've been able to parse, and a price without the dollar sign in our case. So let's dive into the water and start um, to learn how to draw a line chart from this CSV data. So I'm going back to my page, getting this console log out. Okay, so first of all, let's define our height that we're gonna give. Let's say 400. Oh, sorry. And our width, let's say 600. And now we are going to look for the max date, and of course the max sorry, the min date, and the max price, and of course the minimum price will be 0. So let's see how we can let's say the max price. So we have D3 have the max function, and it will get a data and a function that is going to get D, and the function itself will return D dot price, because that's our property in here, D dot price, like that. Of course that the minimum will be the same, like that. Okay, and for the max price, oh sorry, like that, sorry. No, I was okay. Price, and in here just place that to be date, like we've done in here. Okay, and that should be like that. We can check it out by typing the max date, the minimum date, and price. There we go. December, max date, January 7th. The minimum date and the maximum price is 98.42. So in here we have the Y scale that we need. That with the domain of 0 and max price, and a range of we can do 0 and height, but we need to revert that because it's Y scale and it's upside down. And for X, it will be a different scale because it's a time based, so it's a scale time like that, and it will get a domain of minimum date to maximum date, and the range of 0 to width that we've defined before. So those for X and Y, and now we need to define the axes, which is the Y axis, and of course X axis. So for Y we need D3.axis left, and it's gonna get the Y scale that we've defined above, and also for X-axis I want to place it in the bottom, and I'm gonna give it the X variable that we've defined above. Okay, if we'll take a look in our page, nothing will appear, and that's because we didn't use any SVG element yet. So let's define the SVG now. D3 dot select body. If you don't recall how to do that, just go back to our previous videos and append SVG like that, and I'm gonna give it an attribute of height with 100% and attribute of width also with 100%, like that. Now let's create a chart group and give him the the SVG that we've created, append G for group, and attribute of transform, and translate it to, let's say, 50 for left and 50 for the top, from the top, like that. I think that's okay. Next thing is to define our line. Which is d3.line, and it's gonna get x function with d value, and I'm going to return x with d dot um, date, yeah, like that, and the same for y. That's going to return the y value of d dot price, like that. And now the only attribute that we need to add is for the chart group, append path, oops, sorry, path like that, and say attribute of d, which is data with line of data, like that. Yeah, should be okay. I'm gonna save that. I'm going back to my page and I have a mess. Okay, so thing is that I didn't handle anything on my CSS file. So let's go back to that. And in here, after line, let's say, I'm gonna add a new object for path, like that. Gonna give it stroke of, let's say, blue, and stroke with of 2 pixels, and fill none, like that. Let's save that also. Going back to my page, refresh it. Okay, now I have a different mess. So the reason that's been mixed is because we're using a CSV file, but the CSV file is not sorted. Um, so let's do that quickly. I'm gonna open the CSV file in Excel. Okay, select those 2 rows, a column, sorry, sort, date, oldest and newest. Yep, that's great. I'm gonna save that. That's it. Let's go back, refresh it. Now we have a linear scale. And now let's go back and add our axes in here. G with attribute of class and x axis, and the same for y axis, and of course we need to call the x axis generator, and same for y, like that. I'm gonna save that. And since it's upside down, let's add attribute of transform and translate 0 and shift it by height, like that. Fresh. There you go. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe and ask questions if you have some on the comments below. Thank you.